Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Currently on the way to Pretoria. Just stopping at this garage, looking for something to eat. Hungry, baba. So I saw one guy complaining that I don't post when we get a chow. So yeah, now I'm getting a chow. So today's breakfast, a laka vos roll, and how's this doers? Just parks in front of me like that, cut me off. What a knob. All right, on the way to Pretoria right now. I think we only got 3 cars to do today. Some non-runners, some faults, electrical faults. So yeah, let's get them done. So this is the first car of the day. It's a non-runner. Looks like it's been parked for a while. Yeah, we need to just check it out, but customer said he just charged the battery Tuesday, but it seems to be flat, and I will not be able to come forward to boost it because I got a trailer and I don't boost. So I don't know, we'll try and make a plan here. So client managed to get a battery, so excuse me, he managed to get a battery, so now all systems are go. I can get to work. Right, we got a couple of faults. Let's go through them. Yeah, it's quite a few, but not that many. Right, we got a camshaft sensor, and it's a current fault, which means that it's an active fault, and the camshaft sensor has got an issue. Auto sensor, fuel trim, could be because of a clogged fuel filter or faulty fuel pump. Cylinder 3 misfire, throttle pedal position sensor. Okay, got a couple of faults. So we'll do proper diagnostics and check on all the sensors and do an actuation test and see if we can find the probable and current fault of the car that's causing it not to start. So I just swung the car and the compression sounds really good. Just the crank sensor, it looks very crusty and very dirty down there. It's got so much of oil and shit. So we'll clean this up, and we'll also put some quick start to see if we've got a possible fueling issue. Quick start is on. Let's see if we get it to run. Just a little bit and cut off. Nothing. Okay, so it's not starting with the quick start, which means that we don't have a fueling issue. Now we need to check for spark. Okay, so one thing I've actually noticed is that when I switch this car on, I'm not getting an engine light. Not really sure in these models if it doesn't show, like it's a common thing, but we're supposed to be getting an engine light here. So we're gonna check for spark and also check all of our fuses. So we got one burnt fuse over here on the inside. I'm still gonna check on the manual which one that one is for, but we'll just replace it for Pete's sake and see if we get the engine light and also carry on with the diagnostics. So we got a spare 15 amp fuse. Just gonna replace it now and check the car. So still busy with the BM and ran a couple of tests, plenty of tests, because the main thing is that we're not getting spark. Right, so the thing that I'm checking now, I checked the fuses over there, all the fuses are good, and I wanted to check the plug right there in the top if we are getting power, and we are getting power. I'm going to show you just now, getting power to the plug. Just look at the multimeter. Okay, see, on ignition lapa. Let's see just now, we're getting power to the plug, but the ignition coil is not giving spark. Sorry about that, my machine froze. So okay, have a look at the multimeter. I'm testing each and every one of the pins, getting 12 volts on the plug. Right, so we're getting 12 volts on the plug, on most of the plugs actually. 12 volts on another one, 12 volts on another one. So the plug wiring, fuses, everything is working. The coil pack needs to be changed. BM is done for today. It needs a new coil pack. So yeah, done. So BMW inspection is done. Over here we found that the car's got no spark, as you all saw. The plug for the coil pack is getting power, which means that there's nothing wrong with the fuses, because we also did check the fuses. So the coil pack needs to be changed. Unfortunately today is Good Friday, and there is no space shops open. There was only Midas, but Midas didn't have stock. So I'll just check around if I can find one for him. if I can't, he'll check for himself Monday or Tuesday, get it fitted. I showed him how to fit it, and it should be 100% all right. Sharp. We actually in Archangeville. Couple of nice houses, not a couple, plenty of nice houses here. Right now I'm headed to a place called Acacia or Acacia. They call it Acacia over there in Pretoria, that side. So we headed there, just checking 2 cars that side. I think it's a Polo and an Audi. Let's get them done. So just arrived in Acacia, whatever you want to call it. How's the parking? So got these 2 beauties to check out, Polo and the Audi. Audi's got minor faults, the radio switching off over bumps, so I'm suspecting a loose contact or something, but we're going to see what we find. Polo, it's got an oil leak. Checked it out and we saw that the drain plug for the gearbox was loose, so we're going to tighten it. We've tightened it already, just cleaning it up, and then we're going to fill up the gearbox oil. We're going to be filling up the gearbox oil. So yeah, getting it done. This is the last one for the day. So diagnostic machine is saying internal electrical short on the media system. So there is an internal electrical short. The whole Audi concert system has to be stripped and assessed, but it's working fine. It's just intermittently giving problems, so it's all up to the customer if he wants to get it done. But these second-hand and new are very pricey, but it's going to be up to the client what he decides. So I've just broken down with Big Daddy on the highway, but he's all fixed. This pipe here, the feed pipe, I guess the clamp was loose. Clamp came out and diesel spilled everywhere, but we just secured it, put a nice new clamp, and everything is sorted out. Pipe is back on. Thank God I'm driver Amarok and not a fucking Ranger, otherwise I'd have big problems. So Amarok has been behaving, haven't had that pipe issue. I've traveled about 200 k's, actually on my way back to Durban now, since we finished working early. I think we left Pretoria at about 12 o'clock. Also, I wasn't throwing shade to the what's this called, Ranger. I wasn't throwing shade to the Ranger. I was saying thank God I don't drive a Ranger, because I've had an issue with a Ranger where I had a similar problem, and it took me about 2 hours to bleed the injectors because they were airlocked. And with Amaroks, I've never had an airlock issue. It's normally Rangers and Hyundai H1s, so they take a long time to bleed if it has lost diesel pressure. So yeah, smooth sailing. Yeah, sharp. See you when I arrive in Durban. Eldo coach is putting the clients in the back of a van. Icon. So touchdown in Durban. I just dropped off my trailer at the yard. So yeah, had a pleasant drive. I think it's 8 o'clock in the night now. So yeah, headed home. Time to rest. It's been a hell of a week. I need to also catch some rest, spend time with my family. Thanks for watching this mini series. I don't know when I'm gonna be posting another one, maybe next week from Tuesday. Yeah, but if I see something I need to post, I'll keep you guys posted. And I've officially done 2,000 kilometers with this van. If you're looking for a bucket, bro, if you can't afford a Toyota, get an Amarok, bro. You'll never go wrong with these things here. Absolute beasts. They take whatever you give to them. How's that knob?